Hi, everybody. We've got a new member of the Gamecock men's basketball family. He is Chuck Martin, and we welcome him to Columbia. Good opportunity here to visit the new assistant coach. Coach, how are you?
I'm doing great.
You're getting your feet on the ground, getting them wet here in Columbia. Tell us what the experience has been like so far with Gamecock basketball.
You know, it's been tremendous. You can feel the energy around the program in town. Everywhere I go, I'm staying here in town for a few days before I get situated. People have been friendly and open to come over and introduce themselves. So you can certainly feel that energy throughout the state.
You've spent some great years in a lot of great basketball communities. When you think about Bloomington, Indiana, think about Memphis, Tennessee, just right off the top. Those are two spots where you've spent some years as an assistant coach. Columbia is a place that right now I think has the potential to really move more in that direction based on the excitement around this Gamecock program right now.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. You know, people, regardless of whether you're in Indiana or Memphis or I grew up in New York, people want to be a part of something greater than themselves. They want to be a part of something special. And clearly what Coach Martin, the staff, and the players did this past year was unbelievable, right? I mean, Coach Martin's been here for 5 years, 6 years if I'm not mistaken. What he's been able to do in such a short period of time with the program and get them to the Final Four is certainly moving in that direction with schools like Indiana and Memphis.
So you knew Frank, both of you being guys with ties to New York.
Yeah.
As you were watching the run this program had during the NCAA tournament, any thoughts stand out as far as what you observed, anything that jumped out at you about this team and this program during that run?
Yeah, you know, as I watch the team, you know, I'm watching it as a fan, right? Because you're rooting for Frank. You know him. There's a personal investment in him winning, but also you can see the team reflected his personality, a toughness, a grittiness to it, no nonsense. Their execution defensively in the Elite Eight game, in the Sweet 16 game, was really phenomenal. You know, what these guys were able to do throughout the run, but I thought against Duke in particular was exceptional. You know, Duke in the second half struggled to get into any of their offenses. They struggled to get easy baskets. So it was great to see Frank, his staff, and these players kind of put everything together and then have it reach its potential in front of your very own eyes on national TV.
You talk about working with guys like John Calipari, Tom Crean, but you've also been the man in charge. You ran your own program at Marist. What does that lend to your resume in terms of having been a head coach and knowing what it's like to be in those shoes?
Well, I think, you know, when you're an assistant coach, you have an idea of the decision making and the significance of that responsibility to be in charge of a program. But when you actually do it, it's a completely different experience. So I think I have a greater appreciation for that seat. I have a greater appreciation for the responsibility that we have as men to guide these young guys on the court, off the court. You know, when we sit down with their families and we're recruiting them, I understand that they're letting their 18, 19-year-old son come spend some time with you, whether it's a year or 2 years or 4 years, regardless of how big they are. If they're 6'11" or 5'11", they're still someone's son. So, you know, I think being a head coach gave me the opportunity to really, really understand the responsibility of running a program and all the decisions that take place day to day.
Well, Coach, we are so happy to have you be a part of the program, getting to see things like this fabulous locker room here at the Colonial Life Arena for the first time, and really looking forward to seeing you put your fingerprint on this program as well. Welcome to Columbia. Welcome to Gamecock basketball.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys having me.
Absolutely. I'm Derek Scott. Thanks for joining us here on Gamecocks Online.